Hi brownies, Tinker Owl here. I hope you're having a great time with your family over the Christmas holidays. So I gave you guys a pack of beads and pipe cleaners and a bunch of numbers, and you're probably like, what are we doing? What are we making? So we're gonna make a binary bracelet, or you can make it into an ornament, and actually I'm gonna make mine into a candy cane today. So I'm gonna show you how to do binary numbers. Now this is part of our Digital Defenders Challenge. So this is the crest we've been working on for cybersecurity. This was created by BlackBerry engineers for Girl Guides. So some of you have done this during Sparks last year, but this year we're gonna do it again, okay? So we're gonna learn about numbers, how computers learn their numbers, okay? First of all, I'm guessing most of you are really good at math, so you know all your numbers, right? You know how numbers work, you know, from 1 to 100 to 1,000 to 100,000 and so on, right? And I'm sure you even know about fractions and decimals and all that fancy stuff. Okay, so we're gonna learn about binary numbers. And if you've ever wondered how computers know their numbers, check this out. And you're like, whoa, no, it can't be. But I'll tell you that this is not 10, this is not 100, okay? This is how a computer knows the number 2 plus 2 equals 4. Don't worry, I'll show you how it works. So, okay, now I'm gonna go through that very slowly. So, computers know their numbers by zeros and ones, okay? So I'll give you one example here. So we're doing 8-bit binary. Oh, I'm gonna run out of space. Okay, that's just 0 all the way through, okay? Now, if you put a 1 here, that's the number 1, okay? If I put a 1 here, that's the number 2. If I put a 1 here, that's a 4, okay? If I keep going, that's 8. If I keep going, that's 16, okay? So if you think of it this way, these are like place values, kind of like how this is the space for 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and 1, 28, okay? If you had ones all the way through, you would just add them up, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that actually equals 255. It's like if you added all of these up and then you get 255. So using just zeros and ones, you can build a lot of numbers, okay? And this is just 8-bit. You can go higher. Okay. You can also use binary numbers to spell. And actually, at the end of this video, I'll be able to tell you, you'll be able to tell me what this spells, okay? So there's something called, well, we use the alphabet to spell our words. When you type your typing in a document, the computer is actually learning the letters you're typing by ASCII code. ASCII is just another way of expressing alphabets and numbers. Now, the computer also translates the ASCII code into binary. So I know you can't really see, but the letter A is 065 in ASCII, okay? And in binary, it's, well, you can read it out loud yourself. It's kind of small, I can't see. Yep, okay? So that's the alphabet in binary. Now you have this little piece of paper in your gift pack, okay? So you'll be able to spell any word. Well, we'll go with 3 letters, okay? So to make this one, so I say 3 letters because then you'll have enough beads and materials, and if you're making a bracelet, it'll be just big enough, okay? So this one, it's a Christmas theme. I'm gonna spell the word joy. Now, if you look it up on your little table, J is 074, O is 079, and Y is 089. Okay, so what I did was I copied out, if you look it up on your sheet, look up the letter J, you're going to find it's spelled like that in binary, okay? And I'm showing you how when you add it up, the one here, the one here, and the one here, it adds up to 74, okay? And you're going to spell letter O and spell letter Y. Okay, so I'm going to hit pause, and you can count out your beads, and just to plan it out that you have enough, okay? I counted 12. Oh, right, you have two colors, okay? So you're going to choose one color to be 0 and one color to be the ones, and I counted 12 of each. I recommend using the lighter color for the 0 and the darker color for the 1. And in between each letter, you should choose a spacer bead. So that way, see if you look at mine, I've separated each letter by the green bead. And I marked the place to start from here, okay? Yeah. Okay, so hit pause. So I'm setting up my beads to spell a 3-letter word. I'm gonna write joy, but maybe you want to write any 3-letter word of your choice. You could write elf, you could write kid, you could write whatever you want, or even your initials, okay? And if you're sure you have enough beads, you could try to spell something with 4 letters, but I think if you go with 3, it'll make a smaller bracelet. So I'm gonna make mine into a candy cane. And actually, before you do that, double check your work, make sure you have the right beads in the right order, and remember to install a spacer bead in between each letter, okay? And I think I'm gonna have to start, you have to figure out which way to start first, but I'm thinking J-O-Y. I actually have to put that bead in first, and then it'll all show up in the right order. You'll see. So here is my candy cane. You can tie a little bow. I forgot to include my special bead, but if you want to do that, you can stick it in between any letter in the middle. So there you go. It spells joy. Enjoy! So now that I've showed you how to spell in binary, we can find out what this says. If you're interested, you can keep watching. So what you should do is write out, find out where the starting pattern is, okay? And you're going to write out each of the numbers, the bead colors, as 0s and 1s. I'll give you a minute to do that. So you should have something like this. Now, if you were doing the word joy in the other exercise, then you would know right away this is O. So maybe you can see the pattern right away that that's O, okay? The letter O. So this is how we find out what this letter is. Now you can look and study the pattern and match it with your eyeball, but that might take a while. I'll show you how to do it even faster. So what you could do is you could add up and find out what number this is. Okay, so there's no 1 or 2. There is a 4. There is an 8. There's no 16. 32, 64, 128. Okay, so every time there's a 1, that's what you're going to add. So we have a 64, we have a 32, we have 8 and 4. So let's add it all up, okay? 18, 108. What number is 108? Oh, it's a lowercase l. I gave you uppercase. uppercase numbers in your code there. So anyway, so that's L. Okay, and if you notice that this is the same as this one, okay, so that's L. And I just know that's a lowercase o, not the capital O. So it spells L-O-L. Okay, have fun.